Good afternoon, HF, and welcome to the Thursday, March 15th edition of the VTV Announcement Show. I'm Jasmine Franklin.
And I'm Chase Gray. We hope you're excited for the upcoming 3-day weekend. Of course, you know we don't have school tomorrow, but unfortunately, our teachers still do.
I mean, we get the day off and third quarter comes to an end. Just one more quarter left of the school year, and we have one more week left until spring break. I cannot wait.
Yes, our countdown is 6 days now, and the big break will be here before you know it. To help you make sure that goes faster, this weekend will be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, so hopefully you're wearing your green today to celebrate. We'll have more on St. Patrick's Day traditions a little bit later in our show. Plus, we'll look at a cool assembly that took place in our gym just the other day.
All right, before we get into all that, let's get into the announcements.
The HF Library will be hosting a book and signing reading to help celebrate our science teacher, Mr. Roberts, to celebrate his third publication of his children's book. It will be held today from 3:15 to 4 in the library.
Join the HF Area Green Team for its first ever community cleanup on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. Join us with your families and friends to help give the community a spring cleaning. To volunteer, call 708-957-0300 or visit flossmore.org.
Next Monday, the 19th, is the blood drive, and we must have your permission slips by today. Be on the lookout for your slips in your school email and to schedule your time frame for your appointment. Again, thank you for helping save lives.
Attention all Key Club members, we have lots of amazing events happening this next weekend. Up ahead on March 17th, we have a community cleanup. Key Club has 2 destinations you can go to. You may sign up for the community cleanup right here at HF from 10 to 12 p.m. Additionally, another spot for our community cleanup is up here at Parker Junior High. We have 2 different shifts from 9 to 11 a.m. and another one from 10 to 12 p.m.
Key Club is looking for volunteers for a dance recital on May 12th from 3:30 to 6 p.m. It's a long time away. We are welcoming signups in room E2 for our early bird volunteers. We're looking for volunteers to donate lightly gently used clothing for our Teenage Bridge Center. You can donate the clothes in E2 to Miss Cluth by March 23rd. Coats, jeans, skirts, pants, and jackets are all welcome.
The HF Guidance Office, along with the HF Foundation and the HFPA, are happy to announce the release of the HF Foundation Scholarship. The scholarship will be available beginning Friday, March 19th and will be due Monday, April 9th. Starting March 19th, the application will be accessible and completed through Naviance. There will be no paper or hard copies available in the Guidance Office. After logging into Naviance, scholarships can be found under the HF Foundation Scholarship link, which will be located in the About Me tab. Any questions regarding the scholarship or login information for Naviance should be directed to the Guidance Office.
The GSA, or Gender Sexuality Alliance, will be holding a meeting on Wednesday, March 21st, right after school in the library. The GSA is an all-inclusive club where all students are welcome, regardless of how they identify.
And believe it or not, for the first time ever, last night's public debate ended in a perfect tie. After all the votes were counted, it was 76 to 76. Thank you to everyone who came out for the event.
All right, that's going to wrap up our announcements portion of our show. And now let's take a look at what's happening in sports with Nora Ryan.
Hey sports fans, I'm Nora Ryan. Just a couple of scores were reported to us this morning. The HF varsity girls soccer team won their season opener 2-1 over Joliet West. Freshman striker Mia Villamore-Tompkins scored both amazing goals for the Vikings. It was an all-around great effort by the whole team to preserve a hard-fought victory. The girls play again today at 4 p.m. at HF. The girls water polo team beat Libertyville 4-2. It was a tough defensive struggle in which Alex Guerrero and Morgan Jennings stepped in big to fill in for a missing goalie. Jackie Kubchak and Alex Guerrero each had 2 goals to lead the Vikings. That's all I got in sports announcements today. For everyone here in the Sports Corner, I'm Nora Ryan.
Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating a birthday today.
All right, let's get some segments. First up, we take a look at the group interpretation and their big performance here at sectionals this weekend. Many of you got to see their performance, and here's an inside look of what they have ahead in the competition.
Okay, so group interpretation is pretty much competitive theater, but what makes it different than contest play is that we have to, well, since it's group interpretation, we have to do things as a group. So that means group movement, group speaking, everything has to be in sync. And also there's something called cross focus, which means that if I'm talking to someone, instead of looking at them, I'm gonna look here and they're gonna look there, like we're looking at each other, but we're actually more focused towards the audience. And basically you're supposed to use cross focus unless you're having a really important moment. That way what's called onstage focus, or like looking directly at someone, means more. I mean, everyone always says that their activity is like a family, but with group interp it really is. And so it's a way for you to escape, but it's also something that you have to be very focused on, because if you're all supposed to be looking in one corner, this is different than this. And it seems so minimal, but when you're watching it, it's a really big difference. So you have to focus very much on what you're doing, and it takes a lot of concentration.
We had conference last weekend, which isn't really a competition, but it's more of a festival, so a bunch of different schools can bring in their performances, and they bring together judges to give us critiques and notes to improve our performance. So I'm really proud of the work we put in and the product that came out this last weekend. And it was extremely helpful, like getting that outside look on what we've been working on and knowing what we can fix for the very important week that's coming this Saturday when it comes to our sectional competition, which determines whether or not we're going to make it to the next level. It's kind of bittersweet because, I absolutely love this story and I love this event and activity, but just knowing that this is the last one and that after 4 years I'm never going to be able to do it again, it's kind of sad. But I still hope, a lot of the seniors come back and they look and they watch and they give critiques. I just hope that even after this year and I graduate and go to college, that I have some opportunities to come back and see what's going on even after I leave.
We apologize that segment was for the group interpretation, but that was not the group interpretation filming.
Best of luck to the cast and the crew for those guys, plus the contest play crew that will also be competing.
St. Patty's Day is Saturday. Of course, we all wear green, but what else can you do to get into the spirit of the holiday? Check this segment out for some ideas.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and we all are familiar with the tradition of if you don't wear green, you get pinched. Well, let's take a look at other Irish traditions on this holiday. On St. Patrick's Day, the Irish gathered together to eat corned beef and cabbage. If you didn't know, the leprechaun is associated with St. Patrick's Day. The original name for leprechaun is Loberkin, which means small-bodied fellow, which describes him perfectly. St. Patrick actually used the 3-loaf clover to represent the Holy Trinity. There isn't anything lucky about the clover. Irish and others that celebrate St. Patrick's Day wear green because they think it makes you invisible to leprechauns. That's why you get pinched if you don't wear green. According to WRAL.com, St. Patrick wasn't Irish. He was a patron saint that converted Ireland to Christianity. The holiday celebrates an Irish holiday named after a man who was born in Roman Britain and taken to Ireland by slaves as a teenager. Hopefully these facts and traditions helped you learn more about the holiday. For VTV, I'm Medea Fleming.
We hope you have a lot of fun celebrating St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
All right, that's all we have for you for the show today. Thanks for watching and have a great 3-day weekend. From VTV, I'm Chase Gray.
And I'm Jasmine Franklin. We'll end the show today with a look at some fun science experience that many of you guys got to see when Mr. Freeze visited our school. Have a great rest of your day.